You guys who have been watching my stream for quite some time, you guys are pretty familiar with Darkstorm. Darkstorm has been a representative, but hasn't actually gotten any dubs on my stream for the weekly tournaments. They have gotten far in our weekly tournaments, but have never gotten a dub. We're going to see if that's going to be the case. If not going to be the case today, are they going to get their first win, or will Pete get their first win on our stream today? We're going to find out here right now with Kaya going up against Red Raptor. Now, Red Raptor being one of the newer characters, not brand new, but newer. So they're going to be Spear and I believe Boot. No, sorry, not Spear. Orb and Boots. Going up against Spear Bow. Now, as you can see, Mike is definitely sticking to that game plan that I was talking about from that first game, which is just going for a lot of neutral game plan. But Boots, being such an aggressive weapon, will definitely get all up in your face, and now you have to guess. Am I going to try to go over your head? Am I going to stay in your face? Am I going behind your back? It just has such versatility of being able to close the gap and just rack up so much damage, and then you're seeing that happen right now. Pete looking really solid here. Looking for a Sarah there. Gets a sidelight into a Sarah. There. Nope. Doesn't go for any. Goes for the there. Tries to go for a ground pound there. Looks for the recovery. The recovery would have killed there if he would have hit. But the sidelight Sarah won't kill. They were in the center of the stage. Being that close up to the stage definitely would have had made it harder for them to go through the blast zone. But getting that recovery on Boots right there will close out that stock. And as you can see, Pete is looking very solid. Only taking 80 damage off this first stack and already dealing so much. Got Darkstorm at 30, 40, 50 damage already. Already getting them all. Look at this. They're already at 80 damage on Mike. Wow. Pete is playing so solid right now. He is breaking apart Mike's game plan. Mike is going to have to adapt his game plan and stop going for the more neutral footsie game plan and go for a more aggressive or a passive game style, because it is not working in this neutral game plan. Okay, get in the recovery, tries to go for a second recovery. Gets caught by the side stick, and again, Pete is up another stock. Are they going to get a 3 stock here? Okay, gets his side light into a neutral light. Okay, getting in there. Looking for a neutral sig. Looks like Mike is finally turning up that intensity now. Trying to play a little bit more aggressive. Definitely liking this game plan because he's already starting to see damage come out on top of Pete here. But Pete definitely still weaving his way through, getting those pokes in here and there. Already got him at 60 damage, but the recovery will close out that stock. Mike threw away Pete's 3 stock dream, but can he close out the game as well? Okay, getting the sidelight. Doesn't go for any follow-up there, though, surprisingly. Looks for the downlight. Looks for another downlight. Trying to go for that option. Does cover quite a bit of space. Wow. I'm really curious as to see why Pete is going for these just one-button taps here. He's going for a more touch-and-go playstyle again, and it's looking like it's really effective. So I guess Pete made the adaptation to Mike's adaptation. So he saw that he was really losing in the aggressive game plan. So he went for a more touch-and-go game plan. And look at that. That's a 2-stock game.
Is it best of 5 or best of 3?
For the grand, it's best of 3.
Improved mobile. What the fuck? What did they do to ASAP?
I ain't gonna lie. If I play this game again, Boots look raw as hell.
Yeah, no, Boots is fucking fantastic. It is such a great weapon.
That shit look like glorified fist. I ain't gonna lie though.
20? What are these things?
This is like a better gauntlet.
So they do take the first game of 3. This is the grand final, so it's the best of 3. So this is a little bit of a gauntlet here, but you know, every game gets you that much closer to your victory. So all Pete has to do is win 2 more games. Boots look like Haran came to Brawlhalla. It's funny you say that because he actually did. He's a skin in the game. Him, Jin, Yoshimitsu, Kazuya, and Nina.
Eddie's a DLC. That shit lame.
Huh?
SpongeBob and
Eddie's a fucking DLC in Tekken. That shit was lame.
Oh, wow, that's funny. But yeah, okay, so we are off to the next game here. It's looking pretty good so far. Looks like Mike wants to go for a different strategy here with the Rocket Lance here. Trying to rack up some damage, but it looks like Boots are just covering so much of the screen. Like I mentioned before, Boots are just so good at being able to get in your face and force you to have to play the game. It's like you cannot just sit there and play neutral. You cannot sit there and play passive. You have to do something. Otherwise, I'm gonna just keep pressing buttons, and you got to keep dealing with this pressure. Okay, getting the sidelight, going for another sidelight, trying to read a down dodge. Gets a Sayer. Trying to go for the ground pound there. Gets a dare for his troubles. Gets caught with the neutral sig, and Mike there with the correct punish to close out that first stock. Such a good read on Mike's side. Oh man, and now Pete is going for not so good safe options there. Tries to go for the ground pound. Not sure why he did that and got immediately punished. Does manages to close out that stock without taking too much damage. So they're not in a very bad position here. Mike tries to get a recovery, gets a sidelight there, gets a sidelight. Gets a Sayer there. Tries to go for a follow up, doesn't get anything. Dare looking so strong on Spear right now. Mike is making that option look so good, especially in that matchup against me. He definitely was showing you just how powerful the Dare option is on Spear. Getting the neutral light, interrupting the down light off the power lance. Okay, getting the Sayer. Dare. Looking for a sidelight. Looking for a nair. It looks like they are both just trying to fish for any type of hit here because they are both getting close to that point where anything will kill. Mike tries to go for the neutral sig. Does miss it, unfortunately. Gets caught with a Sayer. And then tries to go for a sidelight there. Gets caught with the neutral sig, but it won't be enough to kill yet. Recovery? No, down sig. Gets caught with the nair right there. Tries to go for the side sig. Oh, gets caught with the Sayer, and that killed. Wow, I did not think that would kill. I am going to be completely honest. I did not think that would kill. Gets the Sayer into a nair. Gets another Sayer. Tries to go for another nair. That looks like that might be true. Sayer nair. Okay, I'll definitely keep that in mind.
That's true now. Yeah, that's true now.
Okay, get it. He's going for that Sayer option so much. Look at how much damage he just got off of 5 Sayers in a row. He already has Mike at 80% damage. What happened? Sidelight Sayer. Gets the Sayer from the Rocket Lance, and they close out the stock. But Mike is down, but he is not out. As you guys already know, this game could go to either one of these parties. Both of them are incredible players. Getting so much combos off on those boots there. Holy shit. Sidelight Sayer, and that killed again. I don't know if he took damage stat on the red rocket. Did he? Did he take damage stat on red rocket? Because there's no way this is killing Orion at the percentage that he's killing them at. But again, Pete is up 2 games. They have to win 1 more game, and they win the tournament. Mike has to do a 3-game comeback. No, he didn't go damage stat. He went defense stat. Wow, that's crazy. And he's killing Orion, who has about 6 to 7 defense at 120% damage. Like, I know that's a lot, but that's normally not a lot to kill from the side like that. Like, he wasn't on the side of the map where you're near the blast zone. He did that on the edge of the other side of the stage, and I killed. I'm shook. Okay, so it looks like Mike is going for the Asuri pick. I haven't seen Asuri used in forever. I'm actually really big fan of this pick. Back when Zappy used to be a plat player, he used to main Asuri, and I used to think Asuri was the most broken character ever because of Zappy. And I still think their SIGs are really good. It's just, power crap, man. other shit is just better now. Like, why play sword guitars when you can play boots guitars or boots gauntlets or boots orb? You can just play boots. It's just a better weapon. It's just better than all the weapons. Goes for Sarah there, gets the recovery. Mike definitely looking a little bit more comfortable in this matchup, getting a nair into a Sarah. Gets it down there into a nair. Wow, Mike able to close out the stock without throwing away the stock. I thought he was going to throw away his life at the same time. Okay, it looks like the Asuri pick was the right call because he already has a stock lead on Pete's Red Raptor, not Red Riot. That's a fucking My Hero character. But wow, look at all that damage that Mike was able to get off on Pete there, getting a sidelight into a dare, into a gravity cancel dare recovery, and got up to 80% damage on Pete there. Okay, Pete slowly closing out that gap, closing all the options, and getting the weapon snipe. Holy shit. Holy granola bars. That looked like Mike was going to just run away with that stock and was going to be able to get a 2 stock lead. But it did not come to fruition as Pete showing you why he already has 2 games up. Mike playing really solid with these guitar picks. It almost looks as though he should have picked the guitars from the very beginning because he looks very comfortable in this matchup right now against Pete. Okay, getting a Sarah. Looking for a dare there. Getting a Sarah for themselves. And Mike goes up another stock. Again, looking really good with these guitar picks. He will lock in with the guitar pick. The next weapon that Mike pick up will be a guitars. So he's trying to find a way to get in on these boots. I think the guitars was supposed to try to counter boots here, as this is a more close-up melee range type of weapon. And as you can see, it's definitely working out in Mike's favor right now. Look at all the damage. He has Pete already at 110 damage. Ooh, tries to go for the side sig read right there. That definitely was the right call, just not close enough to make it happen. Oh, Pete committed. That nigga committed and they got punished for it. He got punished. And Mike finally put a point up on the board. But can he continue the gauntlet as he has to win 2 more games in a row? I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of want to see more games. I'm kind of hoping that Mike wins so we can go to a game 5 here. But we're going to find out if he's going to be able to close it up. Or will Pete make the adaptation? Oh, he said, fuck all the bullshit. I'm going to Boulevard. He said, all right, cool. We have fun. All the fun, the games is over with. We on Boulevard. I'm finna show you what the hammer do. I'm finna show you what that hammer do. Let me show you what that hammer do, big dog. All right. They get 1 more band. Okay, so they're going to Demon Island. And he is rocking the damage stat on the Boulevard, as you saw before in our last match. Now, as you guys know, Pete is really good at hammer. He's really good at hammer. So we're going to see if that's going to make the difference here in this Qatar matchup against Mike. Because Mike did lock in the Asuri pick as he was definitely having a difficult time against the boots. But will the Qatars do good against the hammer? Let's find out. Right now, Mike definitely has a lead. Not a significant lead, but a lead is a lead, as we always say. But that lead definitely got caught up and surpassed already. As you can see, he is covering so much with this neutral light on swords. And the gravity cancel side stick to punish the recovery. Pete is locked in. He is fucking locked in right now. Sarah, looking for the side light. Looking for a neutral light from Mike right there. Mike trying to show some life here, but he is getting hit. He is getting fucking bopped by this hammer. The down sig! Down sig! Oh my god, what a fucking read on that sword side down sig from Mike there. Closing out that stock, not allowing him to get that much more of a lead. Now all Mike has to do is find a way to be able to close out the stock here without taking too much more damage, and they'll be able to... Oh no, that's it. Yep, that's it. That is it for Mike's stock right there, and Pete will go up 2 stocks to 1. Now, if you guys already remember, Pete is on match point. If he closes out the stock, he wins the tournament, preventing Mike from getting another weekly Brawlhalla tournament under his belt. Always being the princess, never being the bride. Okay, getting the dare, getting the down like dare, gets the down sig, and that closes out the stock. Mike still showing them that we are still in this game. I'm trying to bring this shit to a game 5. Ooh, try to wake their way to Katars, but Pete makes his way to the hammer, gets a double dare, gets a third dare, tries to look for the down light, tries to go for the side sig, predicting that they were going to be right outside the range. Oh, that's it. Oh, they had too much damage. He couldn't Mafia because Mike had too much damage, but the downlight into a Sair will close out the stock, and we have our first weekly Brawlhalla champion and a first-time player on my weekly Brawlhalla stream. We have Pete holding it down, winning their first ever weekly Brawlhalla tournament, guaranteeing them points on the board. We'll calculate everybody's points at the end of the tournament to show you guys where your standing is. So if you're not already, make sure you join my Discord server so you can keep track of the spreadsheet that's going to keep track of all your points throughout the season. If you want to play in the Grand Prix, you got to have a certain amount of points by the end of the season, and whoever has the point cap to be able to make it into there, they'll be able to play in the Grand Prix. Now,
it doesn't make you strong.